Welcome back. The program is Dateline Abuja. Today on Dateline Abuja, my guest is Otunba Olusegun Runsewe. Did I get that right?
Very well.
He is the DG Arts and Culture in Abuja. Thank you so much for being part of Dateline Abuja. So, being the DG of Arts and Culture, what would you say the major problem is using arts and culture to promote tourism in Nigeria?
Well, thank you very much. Let me first and foremost make it very clear that arts and culture is the palm oil you will use to eat good yam. So the brand identity is culture. You have to get the brand identity right, the culture, then you market tourism. So it's very paramount and very important that you get culture right as a product on its own, which will be marketable, and that forms the tourism component of the industry.
Wow. Well, thanks for clearing that first. Does that have anything to do with your promoting arts and culture for the last festival that just happened? I want to commend you for a successful outing. Was that the oil we're talking about? Was that actually what we used to promote culture in Kaduna? Was that the essence of NAFEST?
Well, thank you for that question. NAFEST is the National Arts and Craft brand, which goes around the country from one state to the other, and we call it the festival that unites the nation. That's the festival that unites us. Something very interesting and very nice happened in Kaduna, all the way from Bayelsa. The Bayelsa contingent won the best overall in Kaduna, and the Kaduna indigenes, Kaduna citizens, everybody celebrated with Bayelsa.
Oh, nice.
So that is the festival that unites the nation. We take it from one state to the other. To us, it's important to understand the festival. It has a colloquium, it has a performing art, it has a drawing, it has painting, it has children, all these are children. Then we have the cultural market. You see, it has about 11 components. Now, this year, for the first time, we introduced the skill acquisition program. We train over 385 Nigerians free.
And?
Bead making, that bead you're wearing, give it out. Tailoring, cap making, bags, shoes, soap, Dettol, and everything. So we're so excited that we've been able to put back to the society, particularly considering our social responsibility to the Nigerian people. We're so excited, and they were happy. And we didn't stop there. We actually gave them certificates for each of the training. So
it was successful.
It was a huge one.
Well, congratulations once again. But now it's not about actually starting this. I'm sure that other states will be very interested in welcoming or hosting you guys. But the important thing is about how consistent will this be?
It's been consistent for the last 30 years. And like you rightly mentioned, where I'd like to commend His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State. Immediately, he has given approval for Rivers State to host for 2018. That means we have a whole year to prepare, unlike before. And I'm telling you, come 2018 NAFEST will be a wonderful showcase that the whole continent, if not the world, we see a new beginning of NAFEST. And Rivers State is the platform to deliver this message. Okay,
from the last one, I'm sure there were some lessons you learned.
Oh yeah.
For example, do you think you got enough or created enough awareness?
We did, and that's why I must thank most of our brothers and friends in the media. They gave us overwhelming support in that regard. And then, when you talk about lessons, yes, there are one or two areas. For instance, we realized that the colloquium, which is the investment component of the festival, is a bit too strong for the ordinary man to get to know or understand what it means. So now we're looking at a village square interaction, bringing it closer to the people, making sure the people key into it and appreciate what we're trying to achieve with that. So we've learned some lessons and want to improve on them.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so coming back to entrepreneurship now, we have a lot of artists and young entrepreneurs who actually want to go into this. But Nigerians will say a lot of arts works are quite expensive. Is there any way that your department or your agency is actually liaising with other financial institutions to actually help to create, funds for young entrepreneurs or young artists?
Well, thank you again for that question. Maybe you were not aware of it, but within 1 month when I resumed office, with the help of the former managing director of BOI, Mr. White Olaguju, I secured a 300 million soft loan for the industry, which is first of its kind in the industry.
Wow.
So because of what you're asking for, you see, we must get something clear today. If you sell a barrel of oil, maybe 2-3 families in Maitama, Victoria Land, Ikoyi, and some, 6 elite will benefit from it. But if you put 300,000 naira to this industry, you can touch over 20-50 families.
Yeah.
It's spread. Some of the people you are talking of, what they need as their running capital is about 50,000 naira.
Yeah.
So why can't we empower this sector? It will reduce unemployment, reduce poverty, and then, encourage people to look more inward by buying our own product and dealing our own product. So, to me, we thought of all these, and that's why we started from that premise.
Okay, so how successful has this been?
Oh, wonderful. I mean, we are not keeping these funds. The funds are with Bank of Industry. All we do at the appropriate time, we recommend.
Okay. Do you monitor as well?
Oh, definitely. We have states, we have offices all over the states who does the monitoring and give us a feedback mechanism, telling us, you see, again, what we introduced, we now have clusters. So they give us feedback, how they are doing. That will determine increment in what they request in future.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so back to arts and crafts now. We know that this is I'm actually sitting on a gold mine. But Nigerians actually appreciate our arts and culture. Nigerians will actually buy very expensive Indian outfits and wear, or the kimonos, the Chinese outfits. What do you think your agency can actually do to actually boost made in Nigerian products, apart from this NAFest?
Well, I will just show you one or two things.
Please.
Right in my office here. This bag is made with Nigerian fabric. And right now, this I will give to you.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know that most schools in Nigeria, they import their school uniform?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. But today, my office, we've been able to come up with some form of design. Oh. This is a school uniform. We did this here. We got a tailor in-house to produce this. So what we are telling them, even if you have to wear a jacket, why not a Nigerian jacket? Now, for the ladies, this is a skirt for a schoolgirl with adire.
Oh, beautiful.
You see it? Now, you may not be aware of this because golfers in Nigeria, we have about 7 million golfers in Nigeria. Somebody asked me, Otunba, how is that possible? But we have over 66 golf courses in Nigeria. And I did my research and I did it well.
Are you a golfer?
I am, of course.
Okay.
Now, do you know that the dress we use in playing golf is quite, that's why they say golf is expensive. But it's not really expensive. Now I've used tie and dye to produce trousers. I just launched it in Kaduna during NAFest.
Wow.
Now, instead of you to buy cotton from America, from China, from wherever, which is not even good for our weather. If you wear a tie and dye to play golf, you are more at home.
Yes.
Agreed, we've not got the t-shirt. What I now did, I wish I remember to have come with one. And I bought ordinary white t-shirt and trip it with adire and the collar. It looks
beautiful. But the t-shirt is made in Nigeria?
It is.
Okay.
Those local made t-shirts, yes.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong in us promoting our own. We make more money, we reduce foreign exchange going out.
Yeah.
We also empower our own people.
Yes.
Which is the key word. Like I told you, look at this uniform now. About 3-4 schools have come. They're talking to us.
Oh,
now.
good.
This is the bag I was telling you.
Is it no? Now Nigerians will say, "Oh, Nigerian things are very expensive." Is it more expensive than in?
Let me give you this.
Okay.
When I bought the adire, 3,000 naira adire gives me 2 trousers and a short knicker.
Wow. What of sewing?
How much would you sew? It's not much. If you buy a foreign trouser with a t-shirt, it goes for close to 60,000. Now you are spending less than 18,000.
Yeah.
And the value is more. So
what about the quality?
It's you, my dear. I now wear it. It's well sewn. What is wrong with us is packaging.
Okay.
If you package well, you get a good price for it.
Are you also assisting in packaging? Because that makes it more presentable.
Absolutely. That's why I started this. Now, anywhere I go to, I play golf, people look, wow, this looks nice. Oh, beautiful. I have one in my car now that is there. So I wear those dresses. Everybody's now saying, oh, this looks nice on Otunba, why not me? So the problem with us is we don't key into things the right time. I will leak a secret to you here today. Do you know that 60% of the artworks that are taken abroad, West African coast countries come to buy them in Nigeria and take them abroad?
Wow.
And make the money.
And brand it their country.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Now today.
Why?
Because we didn't realize the targeted market.
Or the packaging you talked about?
No, realize targeted market. Today, let me commend the Igbo man. Fully, the Igbos were producing shirts, trousers. Nigerians were not buying.
Yes.
So they now went, got the label of imported goods, and take them to Dubai. The same Nigerians go to Dubai and buy those stuff, but they are buying the label. So to me, I don't say anything they're doing wrong. If I commend them, they came to AFAC when we had AFAC. If you see the quality of shoes, trousers, shirts, etc., can you imagine how many lawyers we have in Nigeria? And they all have to buy minimum of 2-3 white shirts in a year.
Yes.
And we have to import it. In fact, they will be asking you, is it well packed? Now, the boys in Aba are doing it.
They're packaging it well.
Oh yes, very well. I commend them. They're doing it good. So, the money that should have gone out is now in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, and so what do you think, why are we not patronizing made in Nigerian things? First things, I know we have trade fairs, which most times we try to promote, or exhibitions like what you talked about. But we have very few centers. I'm sure, I think maybe the awareness is not there. Prove me wrong if I'm wrong. Maybe Nigerians are not seeing enough of made in Nigerian things, or the awareness is not there. Maybe that's why we're not patronizing made in Nigerian things. What do you have to say about that?
No, it's not the awareness.
Okay, what do you think
it's about brand.
Okay.
Yeah. If you choose to wear tie and dye now, others will follow. I wear it now, and people love it. Look at my
throw pillows. I saw them.
Look
Beautiful.
at my cotton.
Yeah.
No, I don't give a damn. If you like, you can buy the best in Germany, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm using. You can see my table. My table speaks volume. Anytime I'm a bit, I just look there. Lives come back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? This is not expensive.
They don't.
Okay.
Things like this are less than 10,000 naira. And the beauty they adorn on the building in a house is priceless.
Yes. Oh, so we would like to look at the private sector right now. We know that you're doing a lot for government, but now do you think a lot of private sectors need to do more, like encourage you, especially like financial institutions?
You see, there's a disconnect there. we are misunderstanding the meaning of private sector. The private sector is not a Father Christmas.
No.
The private sector will only invest its money where there's a return.
Yeah.
If, okay, let me commend the Ogun State governor, who now has made it mandatory for them to use local fabric for school uniform. Let me also commend Lagos State government, who says you must teach Yoruba as a subject. Let me commend Lagos State government again, who says one day of the week they must use Yoruba to discuss at their assembly at the State House. These are the teaching us still. Commendable. Now, if there was a time I was going to say, all of you that present on television, I want to brand, to wear tie and die. I knew where I'm going. You would never believe it that somebody somewhere will just sit and say, oh, he looks like now. Why not me? And we go for it. Now, do you know that this is ordinary calabash?
Yes, I've been looking at it.
It's ordinary calabash. Now, I introduced some things like resume in office. No more cutting of tapes to open anything. We open. And we close. Opening ceremony and closing ceremony. We use calabash.
Beautiful.
Why must everybody come?
Creativity.
Yeah, be thinking. If you invite me to any event, you see there's a red carpet, I won't go on it.
What would you go on?
I want a mat.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I want a mat. Why do you have to take my money out to also get me deceived? Why can't you use mats? Mat is more colorful, beautiful. But you now say everybody must go on red carpet. Who is the owner of red carpet? It's just
Hollywood.
Somebody just brought the swag
from America.
And everybody key to it.
Yes.
Did you hear the story of jeans, torn jeans? You never heard the story?
No.
He was a gentleman in America who had his jeans torn. And he looked, what can I do? He took blade and tore the other one and turned it to fashion. And it's even more expensive than a non-torn jeans.
True.
Something is about believing in yourself. That man believed in himself, and today he's being celebrated.
Yeah, everybody's even. I have one.
You can imagine.
Yeah.
So that's the true story of what happened there. Now what we're saying is, why can't every steward, everybody serving, every usher? Now recently I was in Sheraton Hotel, they had a program, and all the ushers were putting on their uniform. They put tie and dye to tie it.
Oh.
And it was just to spice it up.
Yeah.
But something Nigeria is there.
Yes, branded.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. We'll be wrapping up very soon. I want you to use this opportunity to, or medium, to actually tell Nigerians to patronize made in Nigeria things. We know we really don't do it. We actually say it, but a lot of us still don't do it. We rather buy our Italian designer shoes, especially on social media. You know, if you're flaunting at the rep, people are like, please, he doesn't have money. You know, maybe this is a good time for us to actually promote our rich culture and heritage.
Absolutely, absolutely. To me, you see, if all the schools in Nigeria had to wear Adire, our tailors, we have enough job to do.
Yes.
Our people, the tie and dye people, we have a lot of job to do. They will employ more. This is the only way we can connect and make our country greater.
Yeah.
But if everybody has to buy everything imported, you must wear a suit, you must wear a tie. Excuse me, my dear. If I may tell you today, the white man puts on tie and suit because the weather is cold. Most Nigerians have skin problem. They have body odor because they go for what is not theirs. If you wear agbada now, you have free air all over you. Nothing is tied up in me. I'm free. But my weather does not even encourage me to tie up. Do you know twice now, on very serious public function, 2 people collapsed. They were tied up. They were tied up and they couldn't breathe well. You know, when you are tied up, the flow of blood in your system is reduced. Why are you tying up? For who? Why don't you wear something as simple as you're wearing. You see us tie up, wear jackets, wear suits. Some cars don't even have air conditioners, and they are tying up. Over there, it is extremely cold. And that's why they tie up. I think the time has come.
Yes.
That we must be ourselves. We must believe in ourselves. And that's why I believe the idea of buying made in Nigeria, there couldn't be a better time than now.
Oh, thank you so much for being part of Dateline. And please include us in any of your activities, especially exhibitions, because we are all going made in Nigeria right now.
Thank you very much, and I commend you. And I plead with you to keep on the good job, but always remember, our culture eats our pride.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Well, I've been talking to Otunba Olusegun Runsewe. He is the DG Arts and Culture here in Abuja. You're watching Dateline Abuja. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.